hummingbird action there. We're gonna get on these brush piles, and boy, that is a pretty slick mount you have right there. What is that exactly?
Cornfield Crappie Gear.
Cornfield Crappie Gear.
The toughest mounts in the business, I believe, and they're made right here in the USA in the state of Kentucky. Mark Riddle and Paula, they own the company, and they just got a lot of wonderful products.
Quality stuff. Well, I can definitely tell. I mean, that's not coming off, is it?
No, it's not moving. It's there.
Cornfield Crappie. Do they have a website?
Yes, they do. CornfieldCrappieGear.com.
All right, I'm gonna check that out. So I like your mount here, and what is that? Is that the Cornfield Crappie mount?
Is. It's a Cornfield Crappie double monitor.
Double monitor mount, and it is not going anywhere, is it?
It's not. We bought it because we liked how robust it was. When you look at it, and you can see, the size of the metal used in the risers and things. That's what sold us on it. And then once we've got it, man, we'll send it.
Yeah.
65 mile an hour, and we never worry.
Solid as a rock.
Never solid as a rock. It's a fantastic mount. We like that size because where we cast all the time, we can keep it down kind of out of the way, but still have the two monitors. It's just been a great mount for us.
Yeah, that is a wonderful setup. And how did you mount all this stuff?
Oh, Cornfield Crappie, Cornfield Crappie's got some of the best mounts in the world.
Yeah.
We go up to the shop, tell him what we need. He puts it together. I mean, just right then,
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, he's the Cornfield Crappie. If you need the mount for your Garmin, for any kind of electronics, they've got it. If they haven't got it, they'll make it for you.
They'll fabricate it.
They will.
Yeah,
They sure will.
Stuff.
They
That's
will.
Awesome.
Best in the country.
Woo, that's a big old graph, Ronnie.
This is the 17-inch screen. Most people are getting that 8616. This is an 8617.
Yeah.
Little bit bigger screen, and it's actually a console-mounted unit for a console. But I had Cornfield Crappie Gear to actually make a custom mount for that thing.
Yeah.
And it has been a super unit for me. I can tell the difference, so much difference in the view that I have.
That was a rough ride out here, but I noticed these things weren't shaking a bit. What mounts do you have on here?
Cornfield Crappie.
Oh, it is a Cornfield Crappie.
Yeah. Mark Riddle.
Yeah. Good guy.
Yeah. Awesome products.
Yes.
I tell you, Mark makes some great products, man.
Stable
products.
Yes.
Yeah, I will say that.
I like your sonar setup. You got the dual mount there. Is that Cornfield Crappie Gear?
It is Cornfield Crappie. He does a good job. He's got the bridge going across the trolling motor pedal.
Yeah, look at that, right underneath the trolling motor pedal. How convenient is that? And boy, it's kind of rough riding out here, and those things look sturdy on the ride out here.
Let me tell you, honestly, you've seen how rough it is when we coming up here.
Yeah.
How high this wind was. Any boat's gonna bounce. The units never moved.
They were solid.
You ain't got to worry about your unit falling off in the water going across rough water. Cornfield Crappie makes the best product out there as far as mounts, in my opinion.
CornfieldCrappieGear.com. Check them out.
The other really cool thing that we got from Cornfield Crappie Gear is this folding monitor mount. This one happens to have a bridge to it, so it allows you to bridge that space for your recessed trolling motor foot pedal.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So you can get your foot underneath there.
Yep, you can get your foot.
Boy, that's forward thinking in space management, isn't it?
Yeah. So really cool when you get this thing up and your graph's right in your face, where you're not putting a lot of tension on your neck and shoulders, looking down on the floor, so it makes it a lot more ergonomically correct.
And how easily was that deployed? What'd you do there? You just pulled that?
Just pull the pin and you rotate it, so you'll notice there's a little groove.
Yeah.
A little notch cut there, so that locks it into place. I pull out on it, twist about a quarter turn. Now it's unlocked. And I can lay this graph down.
When you're traveling, so it doesn't obstruct your view, right?
Absolutely, and lock it back in place. So, simple as that.
Cornfield Crappie Gear. Very cool. I like it. Oh, you seen it. You seen it. Oh, he's coming up on it. He got it. That's a good one. It's a good crappie. Merry Christmas, by the way. It is Christmas time. Oh, don't pull out, don't pull out. This is one of them big 16-inch crappie. Oh, he's staying down. Oh, he's a giant. He's a giant. Come on, Ned. Not bad for the first fish. Merry Christmas. Oh my God. So some of you are probably wondering, what's that buzzing noise? It's basically the controller called Live Sweep that I have hooked up to my live scope that allows me to actually look for the fish without moving my trolling motor. Hence, I don't spook as many, and hence I'm able to get close to them, obviously within that 14-foot range, because I'm catching them on this Diamond and Series Premium Jig and Crappie Pole by B&M, and they're in a good mood today. We've saw 2 fish. We've caught 2 fish. It's Christmas Day. See if we can't find another one. Just got the Garmin Force trolling motor as low as I can go. It's being super duper quiet, and I'm just kind of scanning right and left, and obviously we're in some good ones. Just picking out the big ones. What fun is this? Another great piece of equipment that Cornfield Fishing Gear offers is Live Sweep. Now, if you don't know what Live Sweep is, listen closely, especially if you're like me and have your forward-facing sonar, your Garmin Live Scope or your Mega Sweep by Humminbird, whatever you may have. If you have it on your trolling motor, this might be something you may want to consider, because basically, you know, on those rough days, those windy days, when you have that transducer mounted on your trolling motor and you spot lock, it's constantly fighting the wind, it's constantly turning left and right, and although you can manipulate and get close to those schools, as it fights the wind, it always turns your screen away from your target, which is those big crappie or those schools of crappie. With Live Sweep, you can hit that spot lock and you can stay on. Your trolling motor can fight the wind, but your transducer looks wherever you want it to go via the foot pedal or a key fob that you can put on your neck. But it's very convenient. That way you never turn away from what your target is, regardless of how bad the weather is. So you definitely want to check out Live Sweep. I've only used it for about 3 weeks, but I believe me, I've noticed it's allowed me to put considerably more crappie in the boat. On the fabrication side of things, they've gone above and beyond, and I'll talk a little bit about that. They've created me a mount where I'm able to have Garmin Live Scope wherever my imagination may take me. Not only in a mobile unit where I could take my Garmin Live Scope from boat to boat, but most importantly, in the back of the boat where I could actually have guests that might not feel comfortable standing at the front bow of the boat, that would feel safer in this walk-through where they could just sit here, sit in the chair. They've fabricated a portable Garmin unit that's powered on DeWalt drill batteries or Milwaukee drill batteries or any type of drill battery that you get the connection to. It powers the unit and it powers the black box that the Garmin's come on, and then they've fabricated an incredible portable system that all runs on the track system of my boat. So it's adjustable. I could put it in the back, I could put it in the front, but a very unique system that makes it so comfortable for my guests when they come on. They have their own Garmin Live Scope system, so they can fish and have the enjoyment of basically playing nature's crane game in the attempt of hooking these crappie. So Mark, I gotta ask you, man, how did this come about? I mean, I look at this and it looks like you should be making like NASA equipment. I mean, this is just so impressive.
I got interested in high school when we used to have the vocational classes in high school.
Oh yeah, like FFA.
A friend of mine took with that. I actually had a metalworking class, and a friend of mine took it when I was a freshman, and we used to hang out. We used to race lawnmowers for fun and stuff
Oh,
like
geez,
that.
yeah.
When we were
So you've
kids.
always been kind of a mechanic
Yeah,
at heart?
yeah. My dad was a millwright, so yeah, I kind of always had that. So my buddy's like, man, you got to take this class. So I did, and then I took the next year and the next year, and I just got interested in it. And I guess that's the only thing the good Lord blessed me with was being able to do this kind of stuff, because it just came natural.
Where did the branch into crappie fishing come at what point in your career?
So I was self-employed in '97, and we went several years, and then things started getting really difficult in Illinois as far as customers. Losing customers. We had 20-some customers at one time. We're down to 3.
Oh, wow.
And it was just, we kept coming to Kentucky Lake for vacations. I met some guys through crappie.com and doing stuff here at Kentucky Lake, and I got back to fishing. Once I went self-employed, I didn't have time to fish or anything anymore. We work, trying to keep the business going and build a business and all that. I come down here and got crappie fishing on Kentucky Lake with some friends, and kind of got interested in it. So I bought a little aluminum boat, and I needed this or needed that, so I just made it. And then somebody else is like, I want one, or can I get one of those, or this and that.
And the light bulb went off.
And then we decided to make a web page and see if we could sell some of our ideas, and start selling some of the ideas. And then we decided this building came available, and the wife and I was actually trying to sell my shop because it was just gone down to nothing. My wife's an RN. We were going to move down here. She was going to get a job, and I was going to keep a few machines so I could mess around and fish.
Yeah.
Well, didn't work out.
Yeah, how many machines do you have here?
We got 9 CNC machines now, and a few of the manuals over here that I use those mostly for prototype or a little bit of this and that.
And how many employees?
We got actually 5, and Paula and myself. She's recently this year quit the hospital as an RN, and she runs the shipping department and oversees the new web page. So.
Wow, so this is a family affair.
And got Root, the dog. She greets everybody at the door. She greets everybody at the door.
That's funny.
Sit. Good girl.
So, Neil, you're another one of the employees here at Cornfield Fishing Gear. And how long have you been with the company?
Just coming on 2 years.
Coming around 2 years. You know, you look familiar. Did you fish in the Olympics one time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I fished back in, I went to Italy when I was 15 years old for the Junior World Fishing Olympics.
Wow.
With Nick Deal. Yeah, he was my coach, yeah. And I did a little bit of Red Man Series, just a little bit of Pro-Ams type stuff.
What's funny is you weren't here, but Mark introduced me to all the employees, and we were talking about how the employees are passionate about fishing.
Oh yeah.
And then like you got to talk to Neil. You got to talk to Neil. So
that's
nice.
My life, man.
Yeah. So do you get out and get to go fishing? I mean, with the success of the business, are you always stuck in here?
When I've got time on the weekends, we fish. I fish crappie tournament, Twin Lakes crappie. Crappie club, and just get out whenever I can.
Man.
Hoping to hit some of the other circuits.
How lucky are you to have people that are in the business working for you, Mark?
It's a blessing.
That understand the lingo.
The story behind Neil is a success story that you wouldn't believe. He does most all the assembly of the live sweeps now.
Yeah.
We got another guy that's off today for some personal issues, and Neil's teaching him how to run the saw and kind of pick up where he's at.
Well, good deal, Neil. Give me 5.
All right, man.
I just want to see if you still have all your fingers from working here at this metal shop.
Still got them all, man.
Yeah. All right, so hey, nice to meet you, my friend. You want to break down some of the cool products that you guys offer?
This is our little show boat that we take everywhere. This is a double mount for putting 2 units on, so you can put one here, one down here, put your 2 drafts on.
Nice.
On one mount. I don't get into all the beams.
Right.
But then we put a bridge so we could get it over the trolling motor pedal.
Okay.
It raises it up a little bit.
Very cool.
And a rod rack. And a lot of us, the guys in here or guys that come around that we fish with or whatever, have ideas. This was one of the guys, Dale Willingham was fishing the American Crappie Trail. He comes in and out of here, and he needed something when we're spider rigging, fishing a tournament spider rigging, you need to move. He was able to take his 8 rods out of his spider rigging rack and just stand them in here and run, 100 yards or 200 yards or whatever he's got to run, and then quickly get them back out and put them back in the rack and get going. So that's how that one came along. Then we got another guy, Buddy Coy, was actually a crappie masters, Kentucky Lake champions a few years ago. He wanted to do take this and cut it in half and make this because he's a single pole guy and he only needed one on either side. So that's how that come around. And then this is our live sweep that we've been doing for 2 or 3 years now. And a lot of guys have got the Tarova trolling motor. It's really difficult to put on the Tarova trolling motor. We messed with it. And I basically took 3 products and turned them into one.
Okay.
We had this clamp and this sort of a bracket that we were using to put the 360 on the Tarova.
Okay.
And then this is actually, we got the black coiled hose that has a clamp that goes on here and goes to the bottom.
Yeah.
To put the cable in, and then the transducer goes on the bottom of that. And that way we can put it on here. The Tarova can be in spot lock, spinning around, holding you in location, and this is still driven by the foot control
Oh
or
my
handheld
goodness.
remote.
How
But
convenient.
it goes in and out. When you pull the motor in, this comes in. When you
Goes
put the
with
motor
it.
in the water, it goes with it. So
Okay.
It's on the motor, but acts separately.
Can you demonstrate that real quick, or just?
It's a little hard down here.
Wow. And it takes up no room on your boat because it's hanging over the edge like where the trolling motor head is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's ingenious.
Quick little thing.
Very, very cool. All right, what else we got?
We got a stabilizer. This is some different mounts to put the live sweep. Like I said, I should have put this together knowing you were coming, but
Oh man, I'm sorry.
we had it all on here for the show at Shreveport, but we got a live sweep that goes in here. We were short. We do everything we can to ship, so I rob parts off of here all the time to get a customer what he needs. They may have a tournament coming up,
Right.
or a lot of times they've got an appointment booked to get their electronics put on, and they need the stuff, so we try to ship it as quickly as we can. So I pulled the one off of here.
I
That's
gotcha.
just the bracket and stuff for the live sweep.
Well, I am about an hour and a half early because we limited out pretty quick, didn't we, Stephen? Brian, boom.
Then we got the new Lowrance trolling motor. A lot of the bass guys are really going after this motor. They're really liking this motor.
Yeah.
So we've come up with a way to bracket that, put the live sweep on it, and we have a bracket here, and I got a stabilizer that I had the prototype on here, and we're machining those right now. We're going to have a stabilizer for all of our live sweep stuff. We'll have a stabilizer for, so that's going to.
So do you have an engineering degree, or are you just measuring twice, cutting once?
Yeah, I'm just blessed. I can see it. I
Yeah.
can see it. I see things, and these guys don't understand it until I make it, and then they're like, oh.
Ah, I like it.
Just,
Well, this is a
that's
good
all I
looking
got.
mount right here too.
Yeah, that's our telescoping. We can put one unit or the other bracket on there for 2 units and raise it up.
Oh, my neck just went seeing that, because I'm so sick of just looking straight down at my live scope screen. So that just
We're about
puts it.
to make some changes to this so you'll be able to rotate it. A
Oh.
lot of guys are having problems with glare on the screen, so
Yeah.
I get feedback from everybody, and then I hear it from one guy, yeah, I know, and then another guy, yeah, I've heard that. And then you get 2 or 3 people coming back with the same issue, then we need to sit down and figure out what we can do to make it better.
Yeah.
So we're basically going to take this mount, this base mount. This is our mount, our over the side mount. I was buying some stuff overseas and modifying it to work for the live scope or the 360, so you can mount it over the side of your boat if you didn't want it on the trolling motor.
Yeah.
We can mount it over the side of the boat. And I couldn't get it anymore, so I had to sit down at the computer and design our own. So we completely machined all this. This is our handheld unit that's new. This goes on here. We can put a live scope in here, or our live sweep in here, or a 360 in here, whatever you want. And you can loosen this and turn it to get it. And this rotates here, so you can turn it and put it in the boat, and nothing's hanging over the side of the boat. Or if you got a tarp it, you can just pull it off and lay it down, and that's all that's on the deck.
Oh my gosh.
Some guys want their hand operated one on either the port side or the starboard side. Sometimes I want it here, sometimes I want it
So
there.
you just put 2 bases.
Put 2 bases on it and move it over.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
thinking, I don't know what we're going to do on yours yet, but we had that conversation, but that's really quick and easy to
You're
do.
the Frankenstein of crappie fishing.
So now I'm going to
And you got the height too, doesn't he?
I'm going to take this tube and machine it to fit in this base, and we'll use this base on the telescoping. So we'll be able to telescope up and down, but with this you'll be able to rotate it to get the sun glare off of it, and then for the guys that tarp their boat, they'll be able to pull it out and lay it down and strap it on the deck and be able to tarp the boat really.
Voila.
We listen to what people say, and then we try to make it work.
And then all sorts of different configurations of mounts.
Different heights and
And you do custom stuff. Like if somebody calls you and says, "Hey, this is what I'm up against."
We used to do quite a bit of that. We don't have a whole lot of time for it. If we can, I will.
Yeah.
But we're so overwhelmed, it's unbelievable.
Do you think that? I mean, look at your inventory. I mean, you could probably about fabricate anything with just the equipment you already have,
We
right?
got all that inventory, and it seems like we're always out of something.
Really? Yeah. Well, hey, it must be nice to be you. So, I mean, this is some great product made proudly here in Kentucky, and
we're proud of the fact that we're, I would say, 98% USA made. Sometimes we got to buy some components that we need, and unfortunately, that's the only place you can get them overseas. But like I said, we're building our own knobs. Our folding mount, I got one of those up there, the mount that folds down. We're building the knob for that. I was buying it and couldn't get them, and then I found some overseas and bought those, and they broke. And we can't have that, so we're actually making some of that right now. I'm going to show you.
You know, it's cool to have stuff that's made in America, but it's even cooler to have stuff that's made in America by people who actually use it and know how to make stuff better. Don't you agree?
That's what makes us ahead above some of the others. And I'm proud of the fact that we use the Haas machines because they're made in California.
Oh, wow. So even those milling machines are right here from, wow, that's good for you, man. Hey guys, we hope you had a great new year. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and check out cornfieldfishinggear.com if you're in the market to purchase any type of mount for whatever type of fishing you do, whether it's offshore fishing, crappie fishing, cat fishing, bass fishing. Cornfield Fishing Gear has a mount for you. Thanks for watching. God bless.